Good night, everyone. Just tonight, God is good, God is good. So, my name is Michelle Spears Divine. We give you a little short news on tonight. We're gonna start with the immigrant. I talked to y'all like weeks ago about a solo program they was having for the immigrant. So New York City for immigrant faculty on Randolph Island set to close. It's closing because they set the space for the immigrant. So the city opened 8,400 square feet for faculty less than a month ago. You know, New York City Major Eric Adam had announced the city will close the Immigrant Relief Center on Randall Island next week. It closing because the immigrants they let them live in, and this is the big old space, 8,400 square foot. Faculty designed to assist with the sharp increase of asylum seekers that entering the shelter system. New York City Emergency Management opened a faculty by Texas Governor Abbey to bus every. So they kept on busing the immigrants, sending them here and there. So now they have found a steady, permanent place for them, to get settled, in case they want to try to resident somewhere else. But in the meantime, they have somewhere to stay permanent. So emergency response, excuse me. The emergency response and a relief center designed to process the temporary house immigrant arriving from the state on Randall Island. And so New York, they welcome them. They welcome them and give them that big old space for them to live at permanent. So the city is still providing services to thousands of services to asylum seekers. Now, New York City are welcoming. They're welcoming asylum seekers arriving with compassion and care. It will provide asylum seekers with a place to stay, access to support, and get their final destination. So event marketing the opening of the faculty on Randall Island, emergency management commissioner demobilizing the location and installing it on the island costs $7,500,000. So it costs for them to have them there, because they have to eat, take baths, use water, and everything else. So the city is moving people currently living in a shelter into a permanent housing. So they're making that permanent housing for them, you know. And I think that's a good thing, because they didn't have nowhere at first. They were just being bused, just dropping them anywhere, So now they have somewhere permanent to stay, somewhere to eat, shelter over their head, water and light and everything else, So I think that's good. They don't have to be going all over the world no more. They have a destination place. Now we see a 7-line program all working, and I talked about that weeks ago when they came out with that. So they have a place in New York City. They also is welcoming them there. Randall Island is for all the immigrant. 8,400 square foot. Faculty, and that is a big old place that will hold so many immigrants in that space. So there was 285 people staying in the faculty. So they ain't felt the faculty up yet. They just have 285 immigrants in a place right now. That's a big old place. It gonna fill up so many people in that faculty. So they don't have it filled up right now, but it will probably be filled up very soon. So we see that New York is welcoming all the immigrants. Also finding 800,000 square foot faculty for them. You know, um, So I think that's a good thing. Randall Island. So the release center Randall Island for next week. The faculty designed to assist with the sharp increase of assembly seekers entering the shelter system. So they found the space for them, and I mean that is a huge space. It will hold so many people in that space in that faculty. You know, uh, it gonna cost the home to have them there, but they still is welcome them there. So anyone besides myself, we can um keep their place running for them. So Mercy Spine Relief Center it was designed for them. It was designed for temporary housing, but for the immigrants they gonna have them there as long as they need a place to stay, and that way they don't have to be busing all over the world no more. So the city is still providing services. It still provides services. So they don't have the faculty filled up right now. But pretty soon it probably will be filled up. So New York, they is welcome them. That's a great thing. They welcome them with compassion, and they're very care and concerning. All the location of where they're gonna be staying at. And the cost of something at $50,000-$100,000 to run that place. So they're moving in. They're moving in the shelter for so far they have 285 people in the shelter right now. But eventually it will start filling up, and that's a large space to fill up, and it will hold so many of them. So that's good. The New York City has stepped up and is welcoming them and helping them with permanent space. So that's all the show news I have for y'all on today, and I'll see y'all in the next video.